Welcome to a Selenium LIVE project from ITeLearn.com. I'm going to be doing this live project from my end. I will be guiding you, and hopefully we'll have a wonderful experience. We will do a lot of very, very interesting things. Live project, especially because I get to see what you all are doing and get to guide you, build you on the expertise. At this point, I hope my audio is good and you can see my screen without an issue. Everyone, can you just say yes, no in the Q&A section, please? All right, great. Team, quick housekeeping. You are all muted. So if you have questions, put them questions in the Q&A section. All right. I will kind of give a pause every 15 minutes and look into relevant questions. All right. So there are about 50 people in today's session, and with a large audience with like this size, we want to make sure that we are very organized and we do it in such a way that it's comfortable for all of us. The main intent is trying to give you an answer to complete things about Selenium Live Project. This is something we do very, very often, especially for the attendees of Selenium training and of course our JPAT program, and now with our new program, which is the Certified Selenium Developer. So if you are someone training in any of these three categories, you are eligible to join and move into this Selenium Live project. We will talk at length about how it works, but before we do that, do note only for the Selenium training, it will be an upgraded fee. So I'm not going to discuss a lot about the commercial aspect of the training. That will be kind of send you an email and we can handle it. Let's focus on the core, which is how is it going to benefit, is it suitable for you, how it will work. For a JPAT member or a Certified Selenium Developer training, it is already included as part of your program. So you are expected to definitely take this project up. So before I go further and discuss a little bit, I want to ask a few questions. See, it will really help me. The first one, which I've kind of did not start to ask till about a few months back, is I had that assumption that most of the people know me. And then I started realizing that a lot of new audience who are discovering about ITeLearn and the trainings are kind of getting there. So this question helps me to know about my audience. So please take 5 seconds to answer. Simple question. Do you know about me? And what I do, so then I can see if I need to spend a couple of minutes answering this. Okay, so I'll try this. I'll close the poll very quickly, team. Okay, 87% votes. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to close this and share the results. So 2% of you are totally new to who I am, so I will definitely answer that. 2% out of 54 is primarily one of you who does not know. 30% heard about me, but not necessarily you know a lot, but gives me 41% fair amount. Thank you. 26% who think you know pretty well about me. So let me hide this poll and show you what I do primarily. I am a computer science engineer by my educational qualification. And then I've spent over 19 years of the IT industry. I never was too excited to move to US. I always wanted to stay back in India. Got a great job to campus selection in '98 in Hyderabad. Worked in India for 4 years, 5 years. And then it kind of happened that the US call did come. I believe that, okay, let me come here, see all the magic. And I've been here in the US since 2005. I started in the core IT development, product development, then I moved into product support, customization, and testing. Then I moved into something to do more with a little bit management, team leadership, pre-sales, and so on, preparing proposals for customers for a very large multinational brand, which was based out of Netherlands. And then I moved into my passionate area, sales. I believed a lot in trying to acquire customers for large IT companies, be a consultative salesperson who can look at a client, understand the challenge, and be able to build a custom solution that would fit their needs. A lot to do with relationship building with very senior leadership people, usually the CIO, CTO, sometimes rarely the CEO also is involved in those decision making. Sorry about the dogs in the background. My home is so much in nature. I hear birds, dogs, everything, cats all the time. And then from sales, I moved to leadership team where I was heading large size IT companies, not IT companies, project teams within a single company where I was working with. Then training happened. Training was more of a need for me to make a little bit more money as a single bread earner at that time in my family. And I took the conscious decision of I should try something on the side while keeping what I had in hand, the full-time job secure. So I did both for a while, and that is where training happened, and I kind of kick-started my entrepreneur career with it. So today, I have, this is what I do, team. Very briefly, I think it will make relevance. Verkasa is the company that I formed in US. It is called Verkasa Corporation. As part of this program, I built ITeLearn, and that's the flagship training company. A lot of online training has gone into it. When I started in 2009, online training was still in a very, very basic beginning level. So I had to burn a lot of midnight oil and be able to build this up from scratch, right from making videos, how to do an online training, how to upload the videos and share it for only premium members, build a website. So a lot of learning has happened, and I was glad that I could impart knowledge. And I believe from QTP to Selenium was a big migration, so I continue to do that. I was lucky to have a great team, and I still do have a great team that helps me deliver what we have as a training program. Then the QA on Air and Eniot as concept were there for a very long time with me, but then I didn't have the right platform or technology and bandwidth to do it. But glad that all three initiatives are successfully launched and running as of now. So QA on Air is complete online placement, freelance consulting, and it is picking up a lot of speed team. You should all visit and look at what QA on Air is doing. And Eniot is a flagship product. This is going to be a product that would give a tough fight into the software testing industry. So this is what my main passion area is. The other company that I did form is Atomic77.com. What we do here is digital branding and marketing. And the story behind this is very simple. For me, being able to create such organizations and be able to work with multiple platforms, and technologically, I need a great backbone and support. And I've tried different vendors. It was not shaping the way I wanted. So what we did quickly is created this company. We just did our second year anniversary for Atomic 77. We founded that officially on July 7th, 2 years back. And this July 7th, we formed. So we do a lot of app development. We do web development, we do app development, we do digital media and branding. So through that, we get a good opportunity to continuously build solutions for our own idea and also for many customers. And the third company that I kind of have an ownership is totally off the hook. It is called TexasCovers.com. It is a factory that we have acquired again about 2 years, 1.5 to 2 years back in a county called East Glen in Texas. They keep visiting there every 3 to 4 times a year. There's a lot that we do there. It's a manufacturing unit, totally to a different side altogether. That is what I am into currently. All right. I thought I'd take 2 minutes to explain. Sorry, it took longer. Okay, so that was more like a monologue. I hope I could answer more. You can absolutely join me on LinkedIn and Facebook team. In fact, I'll quickly get you my signature. You can take it from there, and that way it'll be easy for you to connect, follow with me as you can. I have these 3 channels that I'm little working with. So I'm going to quickly put it here. All right, so that should be there with you in the chat. I'll also put it up here. All right. All right. So that's about me, team. I do have a couple of more questions that I want to ask, and then we go straight. This is a very important, team. This is, do you know how a Selenium LIVE project works? This is a very critical question for me to know if you already have a good idea on how this project works or it is not. So this is very important. Please take 5 seconds. It should not take you too long to respond. Yes, little bit. No, not at all. Okay. Because then I can really big dive and tell you how it will work. Okay, I'm going to close this phone. Last 5 seconds. We've got almost 80% votes then. Do polls irritate you, team? Because I believe it's a great way for you to also know the other members in the audience. See, again, you're supposed to all answer on the screen, on the display. Click on the button there, not in the chat, team. Polls are interactive, you do it there. So are you able to see the results now, everyone? Okay, so 13% very well, so that's not a big number. 31% little bit, 56% not at all. That means that yes, I need to focus a lot in ensuring we give you the complete idea into it, and we'll do that. Quickly taking a little water tea, because now it's going to be a very intense experience sharing. Okay, let me go back to this document and talk about it. So, in general, live project, and then we'll talk about Selenium live project. So to do this, let me quickly go into a folder in Google Drive, and I'll create a new Google Doc. It will make our life easier to understand. So let me do it as bullet points so we get to them. So team, it is not a training. It's the first thing you got to know. So we expect you to already have sufficient skill in what we're doing. And since this is Selenium Live Project, we expect you to have sufficient Selenium skill. Now, what level? Ideally speaking, automation basics. Then we're looking at Selenium IDE, element identification. Then how you move to WebDriver concept and how you can work with platforms like Eclipse IDE, because this may be through Java, or we can also do it through C# and Python if you're interested. If you're someone who believes that we can form one team who do it in those languages, more than welcome. We can support that as well. Sure, can I increase the font size? Absolutely, why not? Let me zoom this to 1%. Right, and yeah, go all the way down. Okay, this is better, correct everyone? Now, this is a prerequisite team. What I'm showing you, I'm not saying that you should be a master at all of them. You should be more comfortable with a lot of these. Now, C#, Python, yes, you need to have a good knowledge. Okay, when I say Java, then a little bit about JUnit and TestNG, some basic concepts enough, and automation framework. This is very critical, the concept of framework. The real automation framework, not the theory thing that you typically get exposed to in the industry. Software testing industry, what has happened is by default you're not programmers, right? You're not coders. So a decision has been made that let's simplify how you can do things normally. So the wall between how you create, this is a shift L, shift left kind of a concept, where you start with a pain or a requirement, and that gets translated into requirement, or what we also look at as BDDs. Then it becomes technical design, and then you code, then you start to test, and then you deploy or go live. Correct, everyone? This is the approach. Now, so testing is coming very late into the PDA, and what testing automation manual doesn't matter. It is coming very late. So shift left is trying to take this and shift it more to the left. Let it be there from the very beginning. Let us be associated in the whole project. And that concept is also talking about how important it is to become a software development engineer in test. So both these departments are coming together more and more strongly. So you will need to know how this SDET concept works and so on. This I'm not saying is mandatory for you, but as part of what we will do, yes, it will help. Out of these skills, if you're proficient in most of them, that's a great start. Now, why do I say that you should not be perfect? Because you need to be trained by ITeLearn to qualify. There is no question. Qualify and attend training, attend project. Why is that? Because you will be able to refer to what we taught, and this mechanism of a training has come through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of experience in teaching, and also a lot of research that has gone into software test automation, product development, and being there in what the industry is doing. All right. Now, this is very important that you need to have access. You need to have done the training. So what happens is training is all skill development. All right. Training is all about skill development of giving you the overall thing. But then, unless you're put into practice or action, that skill will die very quickly. So training gives you some amount of hands-on, all right, exposure. But project will give you the true challenge, and this is a big key word thing, that will ensure your whole training is put into an action. How many of you seen that movie, Top Gun? Very old English movie, Tom Cruise, Top Gun, right? So Top Gun is the elite fighter pilots that are the top in the entire US fighter pilot thing, right? Can I get an answer, yes or no? You're aware of what Top Gun is? So after finishing their entire training, if you don't know what Top Gun is, you have to go watch it. It is the early 90s, I believe, one of the very, very amazing movies. If there are, let's say, top 100 movies for us to watch before we die concept, this will be there in the top 20. All right? So there, they go through immense training, and then they're put into the final combat mission, which is sometimes real. They are actually put into it. And there's a lot of times people have accidents during the training, but this final project gives them the complete shape, and they are prepared to go there. So yeah, it's Tom Cruise movie. So you should watch it. This is something like this thing. So we have given you the training, now we want to put you together. So how does it work? And why have we created this? The primary thing, the advantage of this team is you will lose the butterfingers. And believe me, I I'm a very sports enthusiast. I try and get a game out to a cricket or tennis whenever I get a chance. The other weekend I was playing and my hands were shivering because I was also going through a little health thing, and I could not play at all. Otherwise, I'm a pretty good player. I just could not, and that is also because of practice, constant touch, and being there. So the advantage is you will put into a very highly strong, challenging environment. First, I'll talk about how does it work, then I'll talk about advantages and so on. Okay. So far, so good thing. You're getting what this whole project is going to be about. And I will give a gap in a short while. I will take any questions. You are welcome to raise your hand and speak up at the time. You can also put it in the chat. Now, here is how it will work. We will go in a team concept. You will be put along with 5 to 10 other members. Similar to you, not everyone is an expert. Some people know only some amount of basic skills. Maybe others know something advanced, but you are put into a team depending on location, time zone, and sometimes even skill mapping. That's the first thing, okay? We want to give you a comfortable team atmosphere. There's no question. Team atmosphere. I will tell you all the challenges also that you'll face team. And see, the first thing I wrote as an advantage is the challenge that you're going to face. What does that mean? Time zone, a good mix, and you will work independently with your team. It is all online and on a daily basis. Daily interaction with team. How? You choose. I won't even tell you. Skype, WhatsApp, Interact. If you want, you can use that. Then project management tools, documentation, defect management. However you want, put all of these. If you want to talk about GitHub, posting, and so on. Sometimes what we could not get a chance to expose you in a live training. You figure that out. Do you want to use Jenkins? You want to go advanced, use some grid concepts, and so on. Yes, you decide with your team what all you want to do. You will all be given a project, all right? Same project to multiple teams. What does that mean? Let's say there are 50 people who are attending this team. There are about 60 people right now, okay? By the time the project will actually begin, there may be 40. So I will divide you into 5 teams. Each does the same. So you are competing with other teams. There is healthy competition there. How does it help? One, we meet twice a week for 1 to 1.5 hours. Oops. Around this time team, all right? And each team will have a representative who is rotating every week. So each of you will get a chance to speak, and you're going to present the project work. You will talk about the status, you will talk about the progress, you will talk about initiative, what you did differently within this team. As a team, you've come up with a good idea and you agreed. You all came to the agreement that yes, we will go this direction, this is what we will do, and we have done some innovation, we are implementing that. You will also talk about challenges and how you overcame, all right? And it is once again not a training. If you ask me a question, I'm not going to answer. I will not address your question or concern. It's a pretty rude statement, I agree. But then that is what I believe. Now is the time for you to take action. You should try and replicate to work in an actual project. All right? You will face challenges. Sometimes there are issues to work with team members. Sometimes there are issues to find a solution or come to an agreement. You will face tremendous amount of issues. Most of them for the first 1 week, 10 days, communication, someone is saying something, they want to meet at this time, there's agreement, and so on. That is exactly how teams work. Plus, there is no lead for you. We will give you the project. All we want to see is, end of the day, are you in progress and will you deliver the project? And do note, there will be drop-offs. Sometimes the whole team dissolves, there's only one person left, and we do help at that time and merge you and so on. From an infrastructure perspective, access and so on, yes, we will. And when we say that we will not be there to answer questions, it is because we believe answers are there. Maybe we have to look. We have to learn to find our solutions or alternate and so on. If I see you making that effort and I believe that I may have a better solution, which is not necessarily always the case, then of course I will suggest at that time. Now, when I'm doing this, a lot of importance that I give to factors like teamwork, positive attitude, being helpful to others, how you go about ensuring project and the whole team is critical, and you don't necessarily you don't necessarily carry to your, think about you all the time. There is a selfish interest team, but showing positive nature, attitude, personality, you're actually going to be more successful. And that is something that I would love to see. And we would also love to see who takes initiative, who kind of sacrifices. So all these things will build you up. And we are very serious about this. And who is promoting the whole team. And I keep talking about team so much. What is very important is project completion. Okay. So sometimes you will be under time and resource pressure. All right. You will find issues to do. Choose to complete the choose to prioritize the scope and what can be achieved. And sometimes you dream of going big with frameworks and tools, but then the priority is very important. What comes first? So be prepared to work hard. Now you will typically start with assuming, let's say, I will assume to commit. As an example, let's say 3 hours a day. Okay. Then be ready to stretch and do for even 6 hours a day. Sometimes we have to wake up as a team and work. And you will need to really work hard on it. Now, lot of these things is the biggest advantage. It's this challenge that you will face and how you go about coming up with it. Everyone with me? Can you hear me? I just got a beep on my phone. Want to make sure that audio is still okay. All right, cool. What is the time? So we are about 30 minutes into the session. I think we've made good progress. Other thing that I give a lot of importance is documentation and grammar and spell errors and the way you speak. Okay. I don't mind if we don't have great English. That's okay, team. But at least if you're able to talk with energy, passion, you're able to try and modulate, and you're able to pass what you have done truly to the other person. And a lot of times to show a very, very strong idea that, see, let's say it's as simple as this. You're an expert at something. You're very good at something, correct? Let's say it could be driving a car, or it could be playing a sport, or a musical instrument, or singing, or cooking, anything. How is the difference when you talk about something that you're really good at, and how is the difference in your own speech when you're not too comfortable with it? I, as an individual, have luckily developed to speak this way across different circumstances, situations, people around me, clients, I speak the same way. My team, I speak the same way. My bosses, I speak the same way. I could build a team. I could get there. And these kind of sessions will give you such exposure. And I would love to keep giving constant feedback. I'll tell you one thing, team. I'm sometimes going to be critical. I'll tell you, guys, come on, don't disappoint me. This is so sad. How could you do such a mistake? Statements like that will come. But please, sometime in my life, we should hear a feedback that is not biased. Because when you go into a project, actual project, that they pay you and you are building a career out there, they may not give you feedback. They may give you something called a pink slip and say, we're sorry, thank you. Because no one has the time, energy, and patience to keep sitting and guiding you. That is an opportunity you'll find here. So please make best use of that. Okay. Now, challenge, we've spoken a lot. It is the great asset that you will walk out with. Every challenge will be great. Next, you will learn from your team. You will learn from your team and from the other teams too. Each team, after this twice once you meet, every team goes back, has a quick call with their team members and say, hey, did you see how that team presented? Isn't that a great idea? I think we should also get inspired and try and do something in that direction. Or how about this? And hey, that specific gentleman or lady spoke so well in presenting. This is something brilliant. You will actually have a project work to put on your resume where we will give you reference check for it. Yes, we will tell that you are an intern, so we really never paid. And you'll have team members to also talk about and so on. Now, great thing about this is it has to be a real project. It cannot be a dummy project. All right, so it has to be a real project. It has to be a project that we have, which we use, a client uses, and we can show that. Okay. Now, sorry, I'm constantly drinking water because to keep my throat a little hydrated. The other thing is your resume will get stronger too. Resume and CV will become stronger. There's no question about it. Much stronger, and that will give you an opportunity for interviews. Now, more interviews, calls. Now look at this thing. What happened when you say that we did a project with Varkasa on a specific application and a test, and this is what we done? What is the question you'll get? I'm doing too many spell errors. First time I'm not too right in today's session. Okay, what is the first thing they'll ask you? Can you all, in fact, give me a few questions that an interviewer will ask you? Tell me something. I'm sure within this, explain your project or tell me about your project. What else? Your role, what role did you play? Yes. Next. Or role and responsibility. R&R, correct? Then challenges that you faced. Yes. Coding experience. Yes. Achievements. Yes. Solutions linked with the challenges. Right? What challenges and how did you solve them? Right? That's what you think. Day-to-day activities. Typical day. How did it work? Next. Let's think. I'm sure we'll get a few more. Because when we work as a team, if I have to write down team, maybe I'll get 4 or 5 points. But when I ask the audience, I'm sure we'll get a lot more. How duration of the project? Did you use any frameworks, especially with automation testing? What was your role as a team member that you already kind of put their team? Who was your lead and your team members? Right? Where are they located? Now, at the end of this specific project, with what I was sharing with you, don't you think that this is something you can talk freely and you're not actually lying? All of these, all of them, right? And you are also talking about, let's say, as you one team, you'll get 10 problems in the whole project. How about the other teams? They may get different problems, but they will mention it, and you can also talk about them. And you can also talk about saying how we did this project and why we were put into 2 or 3 units to work on that, right? So that is going to be very interesting. That will really set us apart for your team players. And how was your typical day? That is one question that gets asked very often. So yes, we used to start our day at 10 a.m. And this is how we used to work. We used to interact with these tools. What are the different tools that you used? Right? Frameworks, tools. How did you communicate with your team? If it was a global team, how did it happen? It was so interesting. And this is all something that you've already exposed with. You will talk about it. And this is something we've been doing for a long time successfully. That people showed us that this is some interview, more interview calls. When you're talking about broadcasting, you see this. When we did training, we used to get a lot of positive feedback. But with this live project, it has gone to the next level. Okay. Now, any questions before I go forward? Or shall I continue and talk a few more about what we're doing? And then I can take questions, because most of your questions may get answered in the next few minutes. In the meanwhile, team, I will recommend, rather, I believe it is very important for you all to register on QAOnline.com to work on this project. We did not have this platform earlier. Now we do. We have not done an official launch yet. When I talk about what official launch, I mean, I'm logged in as a client. It is just very through word of mouth and a few people that I'm introducing, that freelancers are joining, and we get to post project. This project, we will work on put it on that. So if you are someone as a candidate who's working on this project, put yourself here, get your profile going. It's just a very simple process, and we will then start taking it from there. Let me show you this website as in a private window. This is one thing I will definitely recommend. This is the direction we'll go with. But it should be a simple 5-minute process. So the project for this, I'm going to put it up there. I'll talk about the application and test, and that choice also I'm going to give you. So when you go to the main website, you can sign up as a freelancer, live freelancer, start filling in, and it should be all set very quickly. It shouldn't take too long. Now, you can also view the projects that are constantly being put here, and you will get a chance to start working. Now, what do you want to say? Is it interesting so far, team? Can I get a quick feedback? Yes, looks good. And you can be very open, please. If you feel that it's kind of a little boring, please let me know. It'll give me a chance to do something better. So far, so good, everyone. All right, excellent. Thank you. And please, team, believe me, challenge me sometimes, because it's nice to get negative feedback. That's the only way we can, have some self-improvement going. Okay, I spoke about this. Now, disadvantages. Team, honestly, there's nothing. Nothing. Every disadvantage, we will turn it into an advantage. Let us turn it around. See, that attitude is enough into advantage. All right? You hear the stories too much on WhatsApp, Facebook, how a man with physical disabilities has converted that into an ability and so on. We are all physically, mentally disabled somewhere. We are not, no one's perfect. So how do we all come together, work as a team, work as a group, and really convert it, make it happen? The one thing I'm very proud as a human being myself, I don't believe in keeping things to me. I believe in sharing, be it knowledge, be it advice, wisdom. I believe in people as a human being in general. So that positive nature lets me connect easily with other humans and collaboration happens, relationships build, and that is where you can deliver things. Now let's talk about project work itself. Biggest question will be what is the application and a test? What is the domain? Teams, who is where? And we would like to talk about what else? Teams, who is where? Scope, timeline, almost like a mini plan, mini test plan, correct? This is very critical. This is where we start with. Let me give you a simple example of what we did today. Okay. This video also I can share with you. We had a kickoff meeting for NEOT version 1.2. NEOT, like I was saying, is a platform that has been built to make software testing overall easy and merge manual to automation in a very easy environment. This is the UI for the version, for the beta version 0.4. That is what we launched when we went to Selenium conference as one of the exhibitors to Texas Austin. And we have built this in a very quick format to test and see if we will get accepted. Once we got accepted, we're going aggressive. We're forming teams. So for this, we had the official kickoff of 1.2 this morning from 8:20 a.m. to almost about 10 a.m. Pacific time. We were discussing. I gave them almost the same thing. How will we work? Who's going to be the product owner, project manager? It's a big thing. All right. And we're working from different locations. There are almost about 35 to 40 people in this project right now. Now, as part of this, we have 4 teams. There's a business analyst team for requirements. There's a QA team. Then there's a web development team to build this web application that you see in the backend, the new version of it, which is going to be much more sophisticated. And there's a team which does Selenium engine development, WebDriver, framework, all this concept. This tool is a lot to know about. And there is a team sheet that we created. I will quickly open this, but I don't want to share their contact details. So let me hide those columns and show you. There'll be a few things. I'm going to hide this for now. The entire team could not come together because again they work in different places. How do I hide? Hide. Okay, and hide these two as well. There's about 19 people on it right now. And okay, here you go. This is the sheet. Who are the team members? Where are they located? What team are they going to be working on? And there's a whole bunch of other members. Once India starts, they will be joining it and start filling it. And how much time they can spend. Very, very similar to how you'll be working right now, team. And what is the skill set? What are they good at? What are they not yet so strong on? And if they've watched that NEOT, what is NEOT video? This video, definitely watch team. It may not be something that you will work on, but do not forget NEOT demo video. Must watch for all of you. Oops. I will already remember on this. Let's see, where did I put our sheet here? And I'll put it on chat as well for you all. And I'll put it on the video also that we will host it on YouTube team. So you will get a chance to watch it. Okay. I will come to your questions. Now, what are the applications that we have? To do that, the easiest way for me to figure out is I will talk about project, Atomic System project support. Yes. So as part of Atomic 77, these are the different clients that we've been doing work with. Some we've finished, some are on hold, and some are really going forward at big speed. Each of them come from different industries. They do different things. Misha Tech, we're building an online booking system that's like a framework that can be deployed to any client. ITeLearn, you're already aware. We're coming up with a new version of it. It's called dev.com. ITeLearn.com. Yeah, this is a new version So we're changing the entire platform team. We're keeping it very simple, very user-friendly, absolutely stupid-friendly. Nothing is going to be complicated in this. It will have the courses. What are the different courses that we offer? It will have live updates like upcoming training, just completed, some session is postponed or cancelled, and everything will be available here. A small banner that we will do announcements with. And then members, what is it that members can do? Guests, what is it that guests can do? And who our clients are, and so on. Okay. And once you go into any of the training courses or in the pages, very simple. We have overview. We'll have the different video links, batch-wise, events, and how you can get help. So we have basically eliminated all the unnecessary graphics and so on. Have a very fast loading page, and we're doing this thing. From a functional standpoint, nothing much to really test. You have the user login, registrations, and so on. There is Ecommerce here in it that you can work with, but not functionally too strong. I mean, it's not very big. Then we have Interact. Interact has a lot of functionality that requires a lot of testing. So that is something that the other project that we have. We have Anyot itself, because Anyot.com has to be tested as well. So now, while all this is happening, there is development activity happening. There needs to be strong testing. You can go about creating test cases, modules, tests, everything. And each of these have different forms, radio buttons, drop down, logic, and so on. Creating a framework to test this framework itself can be another project. So we have options. That's what I'm trying to emphasize. And team, I will definitely take a little more time. So application and test, what all did I show you right now? Interact. I showed you ITeLearn. I've shown you Anyot beta version to be tested. And then if you have that ready, you can do the same for the version 1.0 also. Then going back to the other project, Pixado is there, Try Webinar is there, Blue Chip is static, QA on air. This is also a good platform to test you. It has everything as the right ingredients. What happens with a client, what happens with a project, how do you find freelancers, how do you find projects, user registration, changes, and this is also requiring constant updates. So this is, there was no QAOnAir.com a month back. This was done all in last 1 month. So this is another good option that we have. And then we also have Vishatech. Sorry, MHS. That's another brilliant project that we're developing, but that is still not accessible. It's still totally the dev version. And Anyot has the dev version as well, the new Anyot. So like how users can sign up, different packages are coming up for Anyot, and if you choose to join a plan, then how you can create an account, register, enter additional contact information, validation there, logins are there. So this is Anyot beta is there, Anyot this is there. So the reason I'm having options is because of it has to be a real project, cannot be dummy. It has to be. Because when someone calls me, the last thing you will definitely expect from me is to speak lie or a false thing that did not exist. Anyot beta is this. Anyot version 1.0 is this. I'm thinking a lot as of now to QA on it. Limited functionality totally can be achieved. It's got enough complexity for good automation. You can build a framework very quickly on it. It is non-complicated. It does not take you too long to understand the application functionality. It can be done in half an hour for you. Anyot is something you will learn anyway. There's no question, because the sum total of the training live project will tell you when you watch what is anyot.com. All right. Let's see. Then domain. So each one has different domain. This is a communication tag. Right. This is Ecomp membership. This is a total user-based test management and automation app. Both of them. QA on S is a freelance consulting portal. It's got user management. It's also got e-commerce testing to a certain extent. All right, e-commerce because finally it's a commercial tool. Clients will come and pay for candidates and recruit directly from the platform. Okay, so this choice I can leave it to you all. Maybe this dummy project I'll put it on it and have you choose. I can do a poll right now, but I'll still. Sorry, team, 1 minute. All right, I'm back. I'm going to create one poll team and say which AUP do you like to choose. So there's interrupt, there is QA on air, there is anyot beta, and there's anyot version 1.0, which is scheduled release of ITeLearn, or new website is also there. Interrupt 1.2 is scheduled release September mid-team. That is what we are working on. So created one poll. I would want to see if you can quickly, based on what you saw so far, choose. It is just always remember between a completed app theme to something that you believe. Say, okay, there's two things. One, you can do a complete project in the given time frame, or two, you could start on something a little bigger, but it will be an extended project. So either one is fine. So I'm letting the audience choose. There are only 14% votes in, 20% so far, and I know why this is happening is because you're taking time to ensure. You're thinking hard. I know it's not easy. I'll give you 10 more seconds, see. And for those of you who answered, yeah, definitely take a little time. And you can also talk about any questions that you have. You can start putting it in the chat as well. Every session that we do, team, does get recorded and we'll put it on the channel. Do not forget to subscribe to YouTube, because on YouTube, ITeLearn channel, once you subscribe to it, you will be notified first time when any video is being put in. So you don't even have to wait for it to come to you. All right. All right, team. About 1.5 minutes into the poll, only 60% votes in. It is okay. There's no right or wrong in it as of now. It is more to do with what you perceive, and I will not finalize this poll with these answers right now. All right, team, I think we got 68%. Come on, everyone, just put it in. That's okay. Choose. I should have put one more option saying, Karthik, you choose for us. Oh. Believe me, team, my life is so interesting these days with so many lovely projects, innovative things, great team remotely working with big potential of some brilliance happening towards end of this year. Really enjoying what I do. But of course, it is stressful sometimes. I need to balance it very well, and I need to ensure that personal life, work life, my travel, multiple teams, multiple companies, a lot of responsibility. Okay, I've given 3 minutes for this poll, 75% votes. I'm going to close this and share this. What do you think, Tim? Who is the winner as of now? What do you think will be there? Hard for us to choose? Okay. Who is the winner? Yeah. You know your answer, right? You don't know what others have answered. Here it is on the screen. So Interact, no, only 9%, because I know that we have done this live project for Interact earlier also. So not necessarily very interesting. QA on it is 37%. It is as of now the winner out of it. But then if you look at NEOT, Beta and version 1.2 together, it's just splitting it. It's 31%, so it's close second. ITeLearn is 24%. I think depending on this, we're looking at between QA on air and NEOT. How about this? Just a thought which I just got, and believe me, I never come prepared. I take it with my instinct. I'm going to hide this poll and share. How about you start with QA on air, we work on this for 1 month, and then once you build your skill and confidence, move you into the NEOT development team. That's something absolutely positive. We are very careful in choosing even this team who have nominated themselves, because it's an actual project, actual development. We just cannot take any one team. We need to really know them and ensure they've been screened and selected to do this. Okay, so I think this will be a good movement for you. A simpler application that you understand well, you will face not too much of issue with learning about it and working, and you can complete it. It's like 100% project can be done in the 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and with that learning, comfortable learning of developing a framework, and I would strongly suggest let's just build a hybrid framework for all of you on this using the tools and techniques that we've learned and complete it. The scope is limited. Scope is finite, not infinite. NEOT is a huge application. There's so many things here. Just these screens are nothing when it comes to reusable components, test data, high-level keywords, setting up runs, executing runs, test results, humongous. This is a full-time activity that will go on for a decent amount of time. So what I said, does that sound fair? I'm okay to deviate and take a change in decision if we collectively feel that it is the right thing, but as of now, does it sound okay? Go for QA on air. Anyone has a strong objection? And you can take it offline also with me, please. Because even to put it on a resume, it will sound new. And you can also put Interact through old projects. So you can take the old Selenium live project videos, watch it, and put 2 projects in. Do some basic testing. Use the same framework, also test Interact. That's a good idea, actually. You know what you can do? Main project is QA on air. All right? And then use the same framework, because we're doing a keyword-driven, data-driven page object page factory, and write maybe 20 automation test cases First, interact. Go back to old Selenium Live project and watch a few videos of the team, what they did. And put both the projects in your resume. First put interact and then put QA on it. But if you don't show me this, then we cannot give you a reference. So let's be very clear. Does this sound fair? Is that not a good color? Team, does it sound fair? No responses? 65 of you are there. Yeah? Okay, cool. Now, schedule. Typically, Tuesdays and Wednesdays will be a good time to meet. I believe it is going to be 6:30 p.m. We are very short-staffed on the training aspect with ITeLearn. So, fortunately, unfortunately, I will be your trainer for this. Okay. Now, how many of you are, okay, this last one question, please, one or two questions, please, then I'll let you not do too much. Are you having? Sorry, last one question. Yeah, sorry, time zone is a specific time in my time. Good question. I'm usually very proud that giving the right information. Tuesdays and Thursdays, not Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Where is the poll? I create one. Yes, I create one last one. Are you already a Selenium Shapeback or upcoming Selenium Certified Developer CSD trainee with ITeLearn or not? No? Yes. There are only two answers. You can also, I'll also put not yet, with planning, because I can then show you what I have in mind. Because a lot of time you're attending this session and you're not aware of what our expectations are for this. So, save this. Okay, done. Show a screen. Come back here. And this one, launch. This should not take more than 30 seconds, team. Please bear with me and finish this quickly for me. And then we can get into Q&A. And then, because I have an answer for it. If no or not yet, trainee or Selenium or Chirac. And what is it that you can do? Think quickly, please, everyone. It's not a big question. If there's a question, it's only between no and not yet, but planning. Okay? And that's fine. No is also fine. If you're not planned, made up your mind, don't answer that. I mean, just say no. Because by now you should have known, I do not sell things. I just build relationship, I do my work. Sales is an outcome of doing the right thing. It is never about pushing someone into something that they're not willing. So you build relationship, understand the pain, provide a solution, see if it fits them, things will happen, otherwise no problem. Excellent. 81% votes in and closing, not a bad number, and we are there. So 50% of you are yes, so you're already there. So do not miss this opportunity. Spend some time, give yourself the opportunity to finish this project, team. Do not drop project. You will be at an amazing position because of this. So please ensure you're there, team, with that. Why did they change my name so far? Sorry about that. Okay. Then we have 24% of you know, you have not yet even decided. 26% not yet but planned. So for both no and not yet, I just want to quickly show you. You need the prerequisites. Like you told, knowledge is essential. I can show you exactly some videos to watch. How many of you do not have Netflix here or not used to an online streaming? Most of you are aware, right? Exactly the videos to watch like a movie. There are maybe about 20 hours in total that you have. Now, you should not pause. You can pause. You cannot rewind. No forward. No repeat. Watch the videos, training videos like a movie. Take notes only and finish this over the weekend. And then be part of this project. This is a solution to you. If no or not yet a training, for this question, I'm giving you an option. But that means that you finish it over the weekend and you can be a part of this project. May not be the top contributor. But then, within the next 3 to 4 weeks, you've learned, you've done your training, and you can come back and repeat this project anytime. It is not that you have the opportunity to repeat a project any number of times. There is no question about it. Only for the live training, for repeat, I believe there's a cost, but for project, there is not. Which videos are these? Good question. I'll tell you exactly which videos. There are Selenium beginner videos and Selenium advanced videos. These are the recent batch that I completed this Monday. In total, I believe there are 18 or 19 videos. Some of them are 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Some of them are overall, I would say about under 25 hours. But you have to watch it like a movie, like an episode, like a Netflix series. That's what is necessary. But if you're taking a decision, this is the time to jump in. I believe the project, then the ENIOT, and so on will really fit into. And if you're not sure which one to take, just go with where are the trainings that I wrote? Where I wrote here, right? Don't push yourself. Go with the basic Selenium training and project. Then see if you want to upgrade to any of the other trainings later. Never be harsh in decision making on yourself, team. There's always the right time, the right place, and the correct things will happen. So take just the Selenium training and live project package. You can start with that. And if you believe that JPack is going to help you more, we'll do that later by upgrading. TSDT will do that also. If I'm not wrong, this is about $531.25. Don't hold me to it. I let my sales team answer, and let sales team please answer. JPack is $2,500 because it has everything in it. Certified Selenium developer training is $999. Okay. JPack is all that ITeLearn does. There is no bar. Plus placement and job system in a strong way. We work very closely with them. CSDT is a power training and project for the Selenium developer. That is the keyword in today's market. All right, so this is the pricing. Ashna, I hope I'm correct. Only for videos. Oh, thank you. Okay. Only for the videos, yeah, I think it will come out lower. But if you pay over 1,000, there's a fee, there's a discount, and over 2,500. I think automatically on 2,500 there will be a 30%. Ashna, if I'm not wrong.
It is a 20% discount, Karthik. Above 1,000, 20%.
Okay, 20%. So we'll come down to $2,000. Again, so team, don't be in a hurry of this. Just go with the lowest possible package. You can take your decision later. But if you're in the 50% category, this is a good opportunity for you. Now, Ashna, one more question. When are we starting? Can we start? Are we starting next week? Like 18th or so? I'm assuming that's the time.
Yes, we're starting from 18th.
18th, okay. 18th starts 18th July, and we'll go for 4 weeks. So before that, we will do all the team formation and so on. And I believe in this period, can you log out Skype, please? Your team will be starting to be active now. So if you have like, get there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 solid days team. You have 6 days to get there. So 4 hours, 6 days, 4 hours per day. Just watch the videos. Like I said, don't practice. Do not even practice. Did I write a notepad somewhere? Watch the videos and take notes only in a book and finish for the weekend. No practice, no hands-on. Don't do anything hands-on right now. And no, what was that? Cause, and the reason I say is do not rewind. Do not rewind, forward, or repeat. Cause I repeat the concept over and over again. And in fact, I would advise everyone, even the CSDT, Selenium, and JPAC members to revise at least the advanced training videos. Okay, and maybe also do the element identification. Okay, Ashna, can you kindly share the links for these two for me? I'm sure it'll be there, ITeLearn.com/Selenium. Should be here again, right? Basic and then advanced. This is Selenium basic training 3 videos, perfect. Then we'll have the one for advanced. So this is one. All this documentation that I'm putting here, team, Selenium basic free training. In fact, this is all free. At least you can start with this by watching these videos, team. And then after a couple of days, you can talk about the Selenium advanced training. Okay. It is Selenium advanced paid training. Videos, let's see. Oh. Come on. Take me home. The landing page. Online courses. Selenium training live. Okay, team, I'm ready for questions. If you want to speak, feel free to raise your hand. I'm going to lower all hands to begin with because I don't know if someone raised it by accident. Now is a good time for you to raise your hand if you have a question. And I will also go, if you put a question earlier in the chat and I did not answer, kindly excuse me and put that question again for me. The reason being, I may have missed seeing the earlier questions with so many participants. I don't know this answering. Day 1 to day 8, day 9, this is the basic, I think 3 videos. And if you are logged in, all this you can see from there on, correct. So these are the ones. Okay, I have 2 questions, hands raised. I'm going to unmute you guys. You can try to speak up and I will go through the questions on hand. Hi, Rama.
Hi, Karthik. I have a question that does the JPAC course cover the entire Selenium as well, or these are the 2 totally different courses? And I have a other question that I'm interested in this Selenium Live project. So I also have registered on QA on Air, but I really did not understand how should I communicate with you as per the project goes? How should we communicate ahead? Like if I am selected to be a part of a team or not? So
Sure. So, first, what was the first question? Difference between JPAC and CSDT, did you say?
and Selenium.
And Selenium. Okay. Okay, that will take me a little time to answer, but maybe I can try and repeat that once again here. Okay, let's look at this. Selenium will cover what you see above is Selenium training. Okay, basic, free, advanced. You will have access to hundreds of videos that cover multiple topics, because we will have access to all the trainings that we've been doing for a long time. There's also batches that we did with C#, with Java, TestNG, JUnit. There are batches with every concept explained in different projects.
Okay.
We have also the video library, topic wise, and like live training recording. So you get access to all this training. You also get access to the live project for Selenium. So in the website, if you go for live project and to do the Selenium online live project, you will be able to see how the earlier projects were executed. So this was the project that ended in April 2017. Complete set of videos will be available for you to watch. This was the 9th project before that, and each time there's a different application that we've kind of taken. So project 8 before that, project 7 before that, you'll have access to all of these as well. This is what your whole Selenium project access will have. When it comes to CSDT, I did a session few days back, and that you will find it on a YouTube channel, Certified Selenium Developer Training. All about this program is here. So
this is JPAC, right? The one which you showed.
Which I'm showing right now is CSDT, Certified Selenium Developer Training.
Okay.
CSDT is here. Orientation. It has not yet started. I'm starting this next week as well. And there are a couple of things that I'm still looking at. What live and videos, how will I cover, and will I do two batches parallelly. So there'll be a lot on plate. So this is the decision I'm trying to take and make that happen. So Selenium training and live project. This is what is option 1 for you. Okay. And where are the links? They're out here. So Selenium live project is here. You get access to all of them. And Selenium training is here. Different in the course. Okay, so this is Selenium. CSDT, what it covers, is also available in this link. ITeLearn.com Selenium Developer. In fact, if you go to this page itself, this is the second option. I believe this is a relevant question for everyone, so I'm answering it as common. So in this page, it will talk about all the topics that I will cover as part of this program. It will also have manual testing, ALM, Jira. You'll have the complete Selenium access. Apart from that, I will also do some advanced topics on continuous integration delivery. We will also look at things like robot frameworks in Cucumber, DevOps, how Agile and BDD model works. So this is again covered back into one program. This is the one which I'm saying is $9.99. Okay. The final one is JPAC. JPAC is basically all inclusive. It will have access to everything that you'll see in ITeLearn, and that is $2,000. The biggest thing here is we do a lot of resume help, interview preparations, mock interviews, not proxies, always remember that please, and we do your resume marketing. We also do placement through our incorporation. So for example, the first preference that I would give when we are looking at hiring this 15 Selenium developers at different locations, our first priority will go to the ones who are part of JPAC. That is what we will start with. All right.
Okay.
And for JPAC, there is another page that talks about it. This is the one. And Ashna, if any of these are not correct, we should go about it. This is a much more advanced program, JPAC. Advanced, it's longer program, and you'll find it here.
But it will also cover the Selenium in detail, right?
Everything.
Okay.
It is all inclusive. There is not a single thing from ITeLearn that you will be said no, you cannot take.
And if I'm not able to, attend the training one day for some reason, if the timing doesn't work, so do I get access to that?
In every program, you have access to the video library. And not everyone gets to attend daily live sessions. Either they miss out, and sometimes for people in different geographies, they cannot attend a single live session. So while I have about 60 participants here, in total there will be about 100, 120 who will be joining this live project.
Okay.
Especially people in UK, Europe, Middle East, or sometimes Australia and New Zealand, they all face different challenges.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. And what about the current Selenium Live project which we talked about in this webinar?
Yes. So, okay, the second question was how will I guide you, right? Like I said, first thing is in your hand. This specific instruction that I'm giving, if no or not yet training, then I would say go for this immediately and get a feel of it. Do not take any decision till you do this free training. Once you complete it, then you choose which one you want to go with. The second part of it is how does the interaction happen? Like this session, I will document everything, I'll record everything, and I'll keep giving instructions. In this live project, the good thing is you'll be associated with a team. And once you're there with a team, you get to interact with them, and you have the whole team kind of coming together to support you. Now this is SLTP March 2017. This would have been different teams, and there is the list of students. Maybe it's not taken off because JPAC is a previous live project and it's trying to show. Yeah, any other questions? SLP, this is November 2015. Typically, we have a contact sheet and different members come together and they interact with each other. Everyone creates their own team files. All the work that they do, they start posting it here. This is what we review twice a week. But you meet up with your team regularly. Usually 3 to 4 hours is the ideal amount of time you want to spend with your team interacting with them.
Okay.
Let me take a few more questions and feel free to again raise your hand, Rama. I'll be glad to take it. Okay. Kumar, you also have your hand raised. I'm trying to unmute you, but I don't know why I am not able to. Let me go for the questions in chat and then I'll come back to this. Karthik, what is the cost involved in watching these videos? I have kind of answered that. I think I've kept it very simple. 3 options. YouTube results, search for Selenium, 5 days, 5 hours. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, you're trying to help me, Nilima. All right, thank you. Yeah, but I got the link. Can you please forward this Google Doc to me? Can you please forward this Google Doc to me? Yes. Yes. You asked the question twice. I'm answering it twice as well. In fact, I will not, Ruchita. You'll get access to it. How? You need to subscribe to the YouTube channel that I showed you, youtube.com/PTPElearn. And once you do, in the description of it, you'll find it. All right. So please kindly do that. When Selenium Live Project starting? So Murthy will start it on the 18th. 18th, 6:30 p.m. is when it will start. How was your surgery went yesterday? Thank you, Ashna, for asking. Yes. So just for information, I had a sinusitis surgery yesterday, team. grateful. Today is better. Include Python or C# videos. Free videos? No, it does not include. Within this, it does not. It doesn't even include Java videos. Believe me, team, I am trying my level best to provide more and more free training and increase what I'm doing. So now let's look at what I've done. I've done this CSDT, right? Since I'm doing CSDT, I'm continuously trying to give more and more free training as part of it. It is 18th July, yes. Can I search for job after finishing this project or wait till I finish all the projects? Okay. Here is my strong advice to you. Okay. Now, let's say this program is 18th July to 15th August, right? Yeah. Let's say this is the schedule. I would strongly suggest start working on your CV from 1st of August at least and work with the team. And like I said, the attitude is very important. You're not competing with anyone there. So you work with the team. Very, very important. I will give you some free videos on resume preparation that you must watch. This will help you team a lot. What you should have. Strong words. It should be search friendly. So when someone searches, it should come up. Project descriptions, many keywords, all this becomes important. Sorry team, I know I took longer. Thank you for patience. Most of the members are still on, so really appreciate it. So this is for resume preparation, project work and resume preparation. And since you're all working on the same project, you can collaborate. The code should be the same, since, but you don't put the same description, copy paste, put your flavor also to it. Wow, 1.5 hours of speaking non-stop. I just get motivated so much. You won't believe him, after every training session that I do live, I feel so fresh, energized, very motivated. I feel good. Hi Karthik, I have knowledge of Selenium automation testing, also in the last Selenium live project. Should I go for Selenium certified developer training or to just live project? Okay. So team, my advice is just do this live project, right? Okay. But CSDT also will be happening right. There are a few new things in CSDT. And if you remember, you primarily just pay the difference and upgrade to it. Good question, Vinaya. They're going parallel. How much time do you have that you can spend in a day? Can you spend like 3-4 hours? 4 hours? Yes, 4 hours. Then I would go for upgrade to CSDT, please. Because CSDT we're covering few more topics, and that is what is required. And believe me, CSDT is going to be the most powerful course when it comes to just automation testing. All right, especially becoming a NEOT certified tester and developer, that will give a lot of confidence. And it's a very powerful programs that are happening. Okay, next question. Vinay, I hope I answered your question. In this real-time project, do we involve writing some small Java programming as well? Okay, Jaya, in this live project, you will be involved in writing big Java programs. Big one, not small. Okay? And when we meet, I will keep telling you what is right, what is missing, what can be improved, are you going in the right direction? And you'll also get to hear from your team members and other teams. This live projects, do not ignore team. Never ever give up on them. And do not drop out unless it is absolutely mandatory. Just because you have an option to come back later and repeat another time, do not give up. You will be ready for the summer vacations to end and be in the correct spot to do it. Both the live project and CSDT will be trying to get accomplished on the same time. All right. Would JPAC have live interaction sessions? Of course. JPAC is everything. So all the sessions that are going on live, you will interact. And just for information team, I am going to be the trainer for the next few months. In fact, while it's at Sindhura as well, Sindhura is very neck deep into her regular job and working part-time with us for Ecommerce development. So it's going to be me all the way. All these topics I'll have to be doing. Hopefully that's good news for you all. So would JPact have live interaction sessions? Yes. What is the duration it takes to complete the learning? If I invest 3 hours every day? Okay. If you invest 3 hours in CSDT and this live project, you will finish in 1 month, 1.5 months, okay, maximum. If you do 4 hours, then I would say 1.5 months. If it is about 3 hours, let's say a couple of months. But at least the live project will be done by then. If you're JPact, say, okay, here's the thing. If I were you, just go for CSDT right now, because this is the planned program. With this kind of a skill and resume in the market, you don't need anything anymore. Let's say you want to do web services, you want to do performance testing also a little later, and maybe HPUFT or a few other things that are missing here. Then you can talk about JPact, because that will take you about 3 to 4 months. Okay, we have the option. I'm just giving you the right advice, team. I already have 3 years of experience, but not in testing. How can I justify those 3 years after completing this course so that I am considered as a fresher? Okay, Saurabh, here's the thing. So I'm not considered as a fresher. It is not easy to okay, let's say 3 months experience to what you're doing. All right, with one as interact and then one as QA on it. And you'll also continue to hopefully contribute into any audit. That's a constant learning that you have. So if you're able to do that, which primarily implies that you will be in a great position to, number one, get interview calls because of the strength of the resume. And when you do that, the 3 months of project experience that you will gain here is equivalent to at least 1 year of actual project experience where you have limited things that you kind of work in. Okay, I have a few more questions. I'll keep going, team. So then, not tired. Just want to ensure that I'm covering everyone in this. Hi Karthik, I'll be missing 2 classes of live projects since I'm out of the state. You suggest me to wait until this batch is completed. Please do not wait. I will not even read the next few sentences. I am going to be traveling as well to East Coast end of this month. And right after that, I'm going to be traveling to India as well. But I will have to manage those dates to ensure what we do. So, and I know the summer vacations in the US that's still going on till 2nd week of August and so on. So do not miss this. Go with the yes, because you're already most of you are JPact and CSDT or Selenium members. And then if you're honestly unable to do it or catch it, I mean, that's fine at that time. Let's start with the positive yes. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. Come live next day. Oh, not next day. Believe me, team. I was working right after the surgery from 8 p.m. to 11 a.m. today. I could not sleep the whole night yesterday. From 8 p.m. to 11 a.m. India team and then the NEO team, I was constantly working. Then I took a good break, took a nap in the afternoon, woke up about half an hour for the session, and here I am. And you remember I was mentioning, I'm so motivated and pumped up with some great things happening. It just keeps me going. All right, where am I? My objective is to learn the framework development. Yes. How does this happen in the live project? Framework development will not happen in the live project as a training. You will learn it on your own, number one. Number two, you will create and build the framework that we require as part of the live project. You will master it in the next 4 weeks. You will master it. Everybody will have a chance to do it individually. Do it together, but master it individually. When does Selenium Basic 3 training start? As per the certified Selenium developer, give me a day's time, I'll let you know exactly. But you can start with the links that I already have provided here. You don't have to wait. I'll also put it in the chat so you have quick access right now. Jennifer, that's your answer. Karthik, for whom do you suggest JPact? right now just go for CSDT. Do not jump into JPAC right away. While CSDT is going on, then you decide about JPAC. Does that make sense? Take it one step at a time. How is the job market for 12 years of experience for? I mean 12 years with the right skills. I'm assuming maybe you have a gap in between or something. I think perfect. There are people who are 0 years experience and I'm still counting on their success without a doubt. The only thing is visa sponsorship team and your commitment, your time. Just follow my instructions. You will not fail. That is my confidence. I've been using ITeLearn to brush up my skills for the last 2 years. A question, can you please help us in this project to show how to implement the shared Selenium framework in a team environment so all can execute the test without having to have separate copies of the framework? Perfect, great question. I'm going to take this question and put it up here. All right. That is what we want to do with CSDT. That is what we are doing for any of development. For example, for those of you still on this call, sorry for the background noise, team. We're using Trello as a project management tool. We have created our own buckets or boards, and in each of them we have the status of every feature that's coming and we're building. That is the starting level. We start with the backlogs, which is nothing but epic stories. Then once the requirement is built, they're moved here, and the requirements are documented. They're assigned to team members. Then for each of these requirements, we have the FRDs and BDDs, how this will look. And then, so this is one. The second one is, which one email address is this using? Nothing. Wants to allow. Okay, where is it? I don't know where is it opening. I'm just trying to open the attachment to show you. So everything is going in this direction. This is what we're working and this is what we're using. And we have hosted everything in GitHub. I don't think I have the exact details to this. And we already set it up. I don't have the login credential and how we link it through to directly through our Eclipse and how we use Maven for dependency linking and how we also work with Jenkins. Every team member will be working on a single Eclipse platform at their end, but it will all come together when we are doing integration teams. So very collaborative. That is what is continuous integration and delivery. That's exactly what we're doing with. Sorry, I have a bleeding nose constantly. And with this Eclipse, right, we will be able to put everything, and that's exactly the answer that I have for you. CSDT is the program. My challenge, team, correct the name, that I have to do this is I need to take you all in the right learning curve. Just by saying that, hey, you know what, here's this brand new program and you will get it, will not happen. I need to take you in building the foundation and getting you there slowly in the perfect way. All right, that is so critical. And do not go by the states right now because we are trying to do it in a faster track than what I have. So many questions, guys. That's good. I like it. It's interest, it's interaction. You're serious about what you're doing. That's good. So I asked Emma, that's the answer for you. Ritu, can I please have the syllabus covered in all the 3 training programs? The links are there, Ritu, so you'll find it. JPAC, CSDT, Selenium Live Training. Sure. Satish, I currently working and new Selenium and interested in be part of Selenium Live Project. Which one should I start with? Just go for the Selenium Live Project. All right. But then to have Selenium Live Project, you also need to be part of the Selenium, either videos or live. Always remember that because it's an upgrade. Jennifer, I'm planning on doing manual testing before Selenium. So when does manual testing with Jira in NALM start? Okay, how do I say this? I have done one amazing manual testing training. It does not do, I don't think there's Jira or HPALM in that, but this is a good one to get started in ITeLearn.com/NEO. It's got, I said, I'll do 7 hours free training. This ended up to be 13 hours free training. Lot of topics I've covered, some basics of this. They're all free. There's a lot of free content, team. Believe me, the amount of free content that I provide is been constant. Fourth one is free manual testing. Because these concepts, I believe everyone has the right to learn. To really get into a more serious ground, you need to be committed. So you need to show your commitment, both time, involvement, and opening up your career and being serious about it. So these are more professional things that keep happening. Okay. Oh my God, has to be commitment, Karthik. Thank you. In this real-time project, do we involve writing some Java programming as well? I've answered this. You will write very advanced Java programming, and you will write. I will make you write. There's no question about it. All right. Now, don't be scared about it. Just come. I will show you exactly how it will go. Okay. Is there a difference between cloud-based project versus other projects with respect to manual and automation? There is a difference between cloud-based project. Oh, okay. QA on air. Maybe that's what you're saying. Yes. See, my belief is this. I've been working from home for a long time. And if you have the right passion, right project, the right skill, it is very comfortable to do it. For the client, for us, for everyone. When the trust is there, when the client believes in you that you are responsible and you can work the way you are, then it is possibility. The cloud-based project is a discipline. It is a trust that needs to be built. And then you could be a freelancer. The vision we are selling with QA on air is how can you get projects. Let us be working full-time every day, okay? And that's taking away 9-10 hours of your job. But let's say you have such a skill, very specialized in an area, and you want to spend another 10 hours as a side income, like I did 10 years back with a desperation that I wanted exactly $1,500 to $2,000 on the side team. For that, I built this entire effort with that in mind. Now, if you have such an opportunity, you should try. So keep your full-time job and try and be a freelancer. That is what this whole concept is. And we'll talk more when we go into details of it. So cloud-based jobs, cloud-based work is the future. There's no question. The amount of telecommute that people are doing, flying, driving, chaos. I work from home and I love it. When I go to India, I spend half my time in India team. There I have a beautiful office, beautiful. That is okay for me because of course that's my office. This is the future team. I hope Kumar I got your question correctly and answered it. Okay, hi, when the Selenium basic free training starts? Yes, schedule, give me a day or two team. I'll tell you exactly when, how, everything on that. But don't wait for the training to start, the videos, everything is there. I'll guide you. Give me a day or two. Okay. Can we go Selenium Live Project? Right? I'll not take the name, but please, can I request one thing from today? Look at your English forming as soon as you type it before you hit the enter. And if you see there's a mistake, please correct it. Okay? Can we go Sell Live Project and CSD training and parallel? Commission, can we do? Yes, you can. That is the reason I'm saying if you have 3 to 4 hours, there's nothing like it. Within 1 month, we'll do some great work. Any special tool we need to install for Selenium Live Project? A lot of things are there. Of course you will. Do you think there will be no tool? There will be tools. But how do you know what to do? Your team will tell. You'll decide with your team what all you need. You're stuck, I'm here to give you the advice. I will recommend, I will tell you what I'm expecting in the project. I'm the owner of the project and you will be doing the project. So please, meanwhile, register for QA on air. I'm going to open up this project test. I need testers for QA on air. How much time does one need to spend every day? I have to charge the team. On an average for Selenium Live Project, 2 hours, 3 hours is good team. Okay, 2-3 hours that you can work with your team. You want to add CSD also onto it? Another 2 hours, make it for 4 hours. During the project, if you need assistance, we will be able to reach you. You will not reach me, Raghi. I'm very clear about it. during the live project, if you're stuck somewhere, you need assistance, I am not available. I'll be honest. Your team is available. You reach out to your team. The other team members are there. You reach out to them. You will find solutions. I am going to make you be an independent contributor. So you'll survive in this brutal industry after this live project. All right. When I say I'll not be there, I will be there, of course. That's why we meet twice a week. But please don't depend. Do not be dependent. I will not do spoon feeding. I'm here to build some brilliant young expert Selenium automation developers. Okay. All right, team. Let's end this session then. A lot of questions have been answered. I will have my team try to consolidate them into an FAQ also and share it, and we'll take it forward from there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Take care all. Have a good evening, morning, and we'll see you back on 18th. But you'll hear from us. The team, do look at emails and consider that on a constant basis because it's very important. Thank you, everyone. Bye now. Take care all. Bye, everyone. Thank you, everyone.